clearing out the guttering. His lazy constable, Dick Fraser, a plump man with a grey moustache, was sleeping peacefully in the front garden on a deck chair. "You!" shouted Morag. "Get down here immediately. I have a crime to report." Hamish came slowly down the ladder. She saw a tall man with flaming red hair and hazel eyes. "What seems to be the problem?" he asked. Morag threw back her head and declared, "I have been drugged, raped, and my sketchbook has been stolen." "Then you'd better come bend to the office," said Hamish mildly. "What's that?" mumbled Dick, and went back to sleep. Hamish led the way in at the side door, through the kitchen, and into his small office, where he pulled out a chair for her. He wrote down the details of her addresses in Knothen and London, along with her phone numbers at home and work. "It's like this," said Morag. She gave him her view of what had happened, along with details of her age, 23, and her work as a secretary at the clothes factory. "And when exactly did this take place?" asked Hamish. "Last Saturday week." Hamish had been taking notes. He put down his pen. "If you were drugged with some date rape drug, it would no longer be in your system. Were you checked for signs of rape?" "Well, no." "I think we should go to the hospital right away and have you checked." Morag bit her lip. She had examined herself and knew there were no signs of bruising or forced entry. "I can't be bothered," she said. "Then I don't see what you expect me to do," said Hamish patiently. "You are a moron," said Morag. "You could at least make some push to get my sketchbook back. That is, if you ever get off your arse and do anything." "What were you sketching?" "Faces of people in the pub. Oh, and someone who looked in at the window." "Are you any good?" asked Hamish bluntly. She opened her large handbag, pulled out a small sketchpad, and handed it to him. His interest quickened. She was very good indeed. "I'll need to take a note of who was in the pub. Can you remember any names?" "They're all just faces to me, Angus this and Jimmy that. I do not consort with the local peasantry. The factory staff drink at the Loaming down on the loch." "With an attitude like that," said Hamish, the sudden sibilance of his accent showing he was annoyed, "I'm fair astounded that someone didn't try to bump you off instead of just slipping something in your drink." "You're as useless as the rest of—" "Calm down, lassie. I hae this idea. Wonders will never cease." "Oh, shut up and listen for once in your life. I know a hypnotist down in Strathbane. He might be able to put you under and restore some of your memory." Morag's protruding eyes gleamed. The drama of such a suggestion appealed to her, along with the idea of rattling the cage of whoever had drugged her drink. "I'll make an appointment and let you know," said Hamish. Hamish wondered as he set off for Strathbane later that day with Dick why he was even bothering to help such an unlovely character as Morag Merrily. He cursed himself for not having asked exactly how much she had to drink. She could simply have had an alcoholic blackout. Still, he reminded himself, he wasn't doing anything else at the moment. The summer was unusually warm, with those nasty biting midges of the Highlands out in force. Patel's, the local shop in Lochdu, had sold out of insect repellent. As they mounted a crest of the road, Dick said, "Every time I see Strathbane, I'm right glad I'm out of it." Strathbane was a blot on the beauty of Sutherland. Once a busy fishing port, it had died when the fishing stocks ran out. Drugs arrived, and it became a town with an air of dirt and desolation. "I don't like this idea of a hypnotist," said Dick. "Sounds awfully like black magic." "Och, even Strathbane police use Mr. Jeffries from time to time." "Did they say they would pay his bill?" Hamish shifted uncomfortably in the driver's seat. He knew that Detective Chief Inspector Blair, the bane of his life, would have put a stop to it. "It's fine," he said airily. "He'll just send in his bill, as usual." Dick was disappointed in Mr. Jeffries. He had expected to meet an elderly guru. But Jeffries was only in his 30s, a thin man with brown hair in a ponytail, dressed in torn jeans and a T-shirt. "Let me see," said Jeffries. "I can fit her in at 3 o'clock next Saturday." Hamish phoned Morag on her mobile. She was delighted. "Wait till those bastards in the pub hear about this." "I wouldn't go around shooting your mouth off," cautioned Hamish. "I'll collect you on Saturday and take you to Strathbane." In the 3 days leading up to Saturday, Hamish and Dick pottered around the police station. To Dick Fraser, it was paradise. Viewed as useless by headquarters